So I wrote something. Hey folks, hope you're about to away. How are you doing today? So I wrote something. And it's a little controversial, but I still feel like homophobia is a huge problem in this country. And I just wanted to take a time for a video to address it. You know, at the end of the day, and I always use the term at the end of the day, I don't know why, it's been a term I use so much. But I wrote this down and I just wanted to make a little bit of a video about it and talk about it because I write a lot of things down. So if I stand up for the dignity, equality, and rights of gay people, and you assume that I'm gay because of it, the problem is with you. So let's stop there for a second. Well, actually, I'm going to continue on. You shouldn't have to be gay to stand up for what's right. It's not woke. Because, you know, like, the right in this country, the American right wing, likes to characterize everything as woke. Everything, literally. Every time you're standing up for rights, every time you're standing up for people, for minorities, for the LGBT community, for the gay community, for, you know, Black Lives Matter, whatever, it's always going to be deemed as woke. For immigration rights, for Latinos, everything. It's all going to be deemed as woke. It's a moral duty to say homophobia and racism do not belong in this country and there should be no place for it. That's correct. For all of us, it should be a moral duty to say homophobia and racism do not belong in this country, do not belong in society, and in my opinion, especially do not belong in the church. Personally, I don't understand homophobia or racism or anti-gay beliefs any more than I wrote this. I don't understand homophobia or anti-gay beliefs any more than I understand racism. People come out differently. And a minority people come out a certain way, the majority of us don't. It's that simple. We're not born prejudiced, we become it. So, basically, what I mean by that is, I don't understand homophobia anymore. I don't. Back when I was younger, I actually used to be very, just telling you the truth, very homophobic myself. But I don't know, I just don't get it. I don't get racism, I don't get homophobia, and honestly, that's the way we should all be. You know, the majority of people come out one way, a minority of people just happen to come out a different way. You know, a minority of people just grow up, have their first crushes, have their first attractions, fall in love for the first time, differently than the majority of us do. You know, at the end of the day, it's just a reality. Gay people exist. And whether I am one or not is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It's a moral duty to say homophobia and anti-gay beliefs do not belong in this country, in society, and really in the church. So, call me woke or whatever, but I think that homophobia should be shamed as racism. Just like racism, it should be shamed the same way. People come out differently. They grow up, they hit puberty, they have their first attractions, they have their first crushes, they eventually fall in love the first time. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And they eventually, if they're lucky, they're going to find the right one. And they should be allowed to find the right one and to ultimately marry the right one. And society just needs to let this go because it's a small percentage of people that just come out differently than the majority of us. It's really time. It's really, really, really time to start accepting our gay brothers and sisters. There's no gay agenda happening or anything at the end of the day. And we got to stop touting that there's this gay agenda happening just because you see a gay couple on a TV show. And I've seen people just get angry, particularly on the right wing, get so angry when they see a gay couple on a TV show. And that's so messed up. That's so messed up, in my opinion. People really, really, really need to stop that and really, really need to move past it. And just accept the reality is gay people exist. And you're going to see gay people in TV shows. You're going to see gay couples in TV shows. People are finally living more openly now. People who are different are finally living more openly now. And there's so many people in this country that want to move America backwards, that want to move this country backwards. So many people that voted for Donald Trump that want to move this country backwards, that are hoping that there's going to be a new Supreme Court justice or a couple more conservative Supreme Court justices that are going to ban gay, that are going to, so they can take a fresh case to the Supreme Court and they can overturn gay marriage. They want to take the right to marry away from gay people that has been hard fought. And I think that's wrong and immoral in every way. And I will not stand for that, and I will always, always speak up and stand up against that. I'll speak up and stand up against the homophobic rhetoric in this country in regards to seeing gay people in TV shows. It's not woke. It's just you're seeing human beings. I'll speak up and stand up against the homophobic rhetoric in this country that gay people are just all about lust and no love. That is as far from the truth as possible. Gay people feel love just like you do. They grow, like I said in the beginning of the video, they grow up and have their first crushes, have their first attractions, just like you do as straight people. And they eventually develop crushes. Sometimes they eventually fall in love, and sometimes they eventually find the right one. Gay people are just like you. Get all this nonsense out of your head about seeing gay couples in TV shows and gay people are just all lust and no love. There's a hell of a lot of lust in this world, yeah. And yeah, in the gay community and the straight community. Think about all the people lusting in strip clubs and bars and all that stuff, There's so much lust in the straight community. So much lust. But they point the finger at gay people. It doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, there's lust everywhere. It's bad. In my opinion, it's sinful. It's sinful, in my opinion. Because I do come from the Christian faith. It's sinful. And, but at the end of the day, we need to just accept the fact that people are people. Stop discarding your gay friends. Learn to love your gay friends. Learn to love your gay family members, your gay children, whatever. Learn to understand them. Learn to be there for them. Make this a better world. Put homophobia behind this. Make it a thing of the past. Shame it like racism. Stop getting all offended when you see a pride flag. I was reading the news articles for the last couple of years, and just had the anger and the hate that comes from the American right when Target starts selling pride merchandise. Really. Just because they want people to feel represented, or when you see a pride flag in a classroom. Really. Just because they want people to feel represented, just because they want gay students to feel accepted and to know that they're safe and know that they're supported. It really, really, really needs to stop. When I see, fully straight, far right-wing conservatives like Jordan Peterson or Elon Musk going on just political tirades about pride flags, seeing pride flags in public. Or even pride flags at churches. Just freaking out about it. Because they're so offended. They're so offended that they see representation of people that they don't even know what it's like to be them. that are not like them. At the end of the day, it's a phobia, and it needs to stop, and people need to move past it. Yes, the LGBT community can go too far. Yes, there's a lot of perversion at pride parades, which I don't condone. I don't condone it. I've never, ever supported those things. But at the end of the day, I will always support people's right to feel represented. There's so many people that want to ban Pride Month and end Pride Month. Like, at the end of the day, it's just the whole reason it exists is because it's for people who are not like you, who are not like the majority, who are just different, who came out differently to feel representative. And it's all homophobia at the end of the day. And there's still so much of it in this country. And we really, 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 really need to move past it. Just like racism. Anyway, call me woke, call me whatever you want, but this is just my talk for the day. I appreciate you guys all for watching. This is Javier Blog 208. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon.